very powerful king. And this king, my brother, my sister, is King Okainkwe. Now give me a Ga symbol of the antelope sitting on top of the elephant. Yeah? That will do for this class. How many of you know this symbol I'm talking about? The symbol of the elephant with the antelope sitting on top of that is the symbol of the Gans. It is deep and powerful. Today we're not going to talk about that symbol. We're going to be talking about the great king of the Gans by name Okainkwe. King Okainkwe was a warrior king who was able to put a lot of pressure on some other ethnic groups, chase them away, and also conquer a lot of lands for the Gans, solidifying the command the Gans always have. My brother, my sister, now you cannot talk about the history of Ghana without the Gans. The Gans are a very important people, if for nothing at all. The Kenke that we all love, we all call it the Gan Kenke. It has its own deep history. The Gans were builders. They built their kingdom using men and women warriors. Today, one of the kings we're talking about, my brother, my sister, formed the Akwashong Supreme Military Command, King Okainkwe, and this provided the basis of renewal of Gadangbe military power. Oh my God. Hey, today when you see the Gans in boxing and all those violent sports and all that, my brother, my sister, the Gans have been warriors, just like the Ashantis. The only ethnic group in Ghana, my brother, my sister, that has that kind of history, bringing us all the way from Israel through Nigeria, Chad, landing right here in the Gold Coast, which is now Ghana, and at the same time engaged in several wars. Wars with the British, wars with the great Ashantis, and defeating the Ashantis, my brother, my sister. They have this unique history. Coming all the way from Israel, where you're shong. So Timbuktu, Ghana, Mali, so Manguru, where you're shong. We come from far. So when the Gans say, where you're shong, wakbe jeke, we are coming from far. This is what they mean. All the way from Israel, came all the way down. Oh, these are great people. When everybody was running away from the Ashantis, the Gans stood very, very strongly and defeated the Ashanti army at the Battle of Dodowa. Eish! Sent the greatest warrior of the Ashantis, Opoku Frede, running back into Kumasi and committing suicide. First time in the history of the Ashanti. The Gans did that. And before the Ashantis even came for the war at Dodowa, you know what they said? There's a little fish called Kamfra. It's like Amani, small like that. The Ashantis said they were going to defeat the Gans for turning their back onto them. You know, they had always collaborated to fight the British. But in this war, the Gans said, we are not joining you anymore. You are taking all the glory. They said, and they bet tremor. Moon crying for moving. Came all the way down. The Otunfo was ready to defeat them. And he said he would fold the whole of the Gan Empire into a little small pebble and push it into the belly of the Kamfra. What a poetic Otunfo. The whole Gamachi. He would squeeze it into a small pebble and push it into the mouth of the Kamfra, into the belly. camphor is a little fish like amani. I think here it is called 1 man 1,000. That's camphor. My brother, my sister. And the guy said, what? No, they speak with this deep voice. When the Asantis came here, the Gans on one side and other ethnic groups, including the British, the first time ever that cannonballs were used in such a war, the Asantis were defeated within hours and they had to run back to Kumasi. My brother, the warrior nature of the Gans was not initiated by King Okainkwe, but King Okainkwe solidified it. They had female warriors like Amla and much more. But Okainkwe, he was the one who formed the Akwashong, which is the supreme military command of the Gadangbe military power. Hey, in Togo, they call him Kankwe. Hey, I said in Togo, Okainkwe is called Kankwe. They heard about him there. He went and conquered lands in Togo. This man, hey, he was the son of a king by name Mampong Okai. In Togo, they call him Ekwe. And his mother was called Dode Akabi or Adude Akabi in Togo. Why Togo? Ghana, because the man went all the way down and he was able to make a mark there. Hey. King Okainkwe, he signed a treaty with the Denmark people for a permanent trading post, Fort Christianborg, on the 18th of August in 1661. He ceded the beach of Osu to the Danes to start the building of the Christianborg Castle. So today when you see the Christianborg Castle, is this man here called Okainkwe who did it. He himself was born somewhere in 1605. Circa. My brother, my sister. And he was the one who told the Danes, do this, and they built the Christianborg Castle. His own generals, unfortunately, betrayed him because they felt he was too powerful. In a war against the Kwamus, these Kwamu people, they also have conquered a lot of people. They have a checkered history. Okainkwe cursed the deserters who betrayed him and went away. And when he realized the Kwamu people were defeating him, remember the Kwamus finally took over the Christianborg Castle under their war general. Oh, what a history. Okainkwe decided to commit suicide, just like Opoku Frede did in the history of the Ashanti. Okainkwe, he committed suicide. Ni Okainkwe, he died. My brother, my sister, at the beginning of a period of uncertainty for the Gadangbe. When he died, the Akwashong became weak. He cursed the generals and told them, because you ran away from this battle and made me suffer this disgrace, I will die, but I shall die with all of you, one after the other. The Gang kingdom shall become weak because of you weaklings. That's what he said. Women and children, thousands of them were evacuated from Ayawaso because of his courage. His death marked the end of the Ayawaso period. They lost it. Everything went down. And the Gans now decided to run away from Accra, AKRA, all the way to Aneho in Togo. I have been to Aneho. I know Aneho. Aneho is also a place for the airways. Eish. The place used to be called Little Popo, because in Tampidi, hey! When the Gans moved away from Ayawaso and all those places and went to hide in Aneho, all because they betrayed their general, Ni Okainkwe, they started going down. They had to pacify the spirit of Ni Okainkwe. Traders were increasing with the Europeans who had rendered the coast or Little Accra, today called Gamashi, attractive more than Ayawaso. So trade moved all the way from Ayawaso. Ayawaso became a blighted site. Nobody was interested in that because Ni Okainkwe was gone. Prince Ashangman. Other people call him Ashiogbon. Continued the guerrilla warfare against the Kwamu, driving them to Fante. Prince Ashangman was the son of Okain Yai, the brother of Okainkwe. So Okain Yai, brother of Okainkwe, beautiful names. Now the prince then retired with all the guns from Labadi and Ningo to the Little Popo, aka Aneho. My brother, the Ewes and the Gans are supposed to be very good friends because they both trace their history, at least from Nigeria, all the way down to this part and to Aneho. When the Gans were in trouble, they ran to Aneho. And Aneho there, my brother, my sister, was where the Ewes also met under their king. And so many things happened before they traced their way all the way down. Today, we still have Ewes in Togo. Are you aware we still have Gans in Togo? So we are one people. Today, we have the singular opportunity to be talking to you about the great king, Ni Okainkwe, one of the greatest warriors the Gans ever had. And Papa, Missy Wayabiu Uniyaminko. Papa, Missy Wayabiwate. Missy Wayabio. In the burden of knowledge, I ask you, now that you know what to do, be an any lay minio ba fe yezuda kagade mezaka yine. Yeah, papango bokaya nang fifia ye nyano kaina go. Bana enwe be den lele ya jima singa be konne. Lele ya jima singa beri. It's been the African history class. And today we've been talking about Ni Okainkwe, whose son, my brother, my sister, also grew up to become a great warrior. He had a brother by name Okainyai. And of course, Okainyai had a son called Ashangmon. And he was the one who restored the dignity and pride of the Gans in terms of guerrilla warfare. Today we remember you, Papa. Oh, you are a dong onu.
Tutu Bobby, Papa mula home, Mama mula home, how na ima vinye, banum po.